In the misty realms of medieval Europe, during the late 10th century, a child was born into the prestigious House of Normandy. Her name was Emma, and little did the world know that this girl, born in the year 985, would become one of the most influential queens of her time, known not only for her regal poise, but for her cunning intelligence and unyielding resilience. This is the story of Emma of Normandy, her early life, and the challenges that shaped her destiny. Emma's early life was one of privilege, yet it was also marked by uncertainty and political strife. She was born in the rugged coastal region of Normandy, a place that bred strength and tenacity. Her father, Richard I, the Duke of Normandy, was a powerful man, tasked with not only ruling a duchy, but securing its future in a time of constant power struggles. Emma grew up in the imposing fortress of Rouen, where the walls echoed with tales of Viking warriors and the looming threat of invasion. Her family had long ties to the Norse people, a fact that brought both respect and fear. Normandy was a land forged by warriors, and the weight of this legacy was something Emma would carry from a young age. But being raised in a noble family came with expectations, duty, loyalty, and most importantly, survival. As the youngest of Richard's children, Emma witnessed her father's ceaseless efforts to maintain alliances, often through strategic marriages, and his determination to protect his people from the threats that constantly loomed beyond Normandy's borders. Despite the grandeur of her upbringing, life was far from simple for Emma. Normandy, though powerful, was vulnerable. Her father, though mighty, was cautious. Emma's childhood was shadowed by political unrest. The ever-present danger of rival factions seeking to overthrow Norman rule kept the family in a constant state of alert. It was a time when shifting loyalties and sudden betrayals were common, and Emma learned early on that trust was a luxury few could afford. As a young girl, Emma was educated in the ways of the court. She was taught not just to read and write, skills rare for women of her time, but also to understand the complex game of power that surrounded her. It was in this environment that Emma's sharp mind was honed. From her father, she learned diplomacy, the art of negotiation, and how to navigate the treacherous waters of medieval politics. From her mother, Gunnar, she learned the importance of building alliances through family, fostering loyalty where possible, and always maintaining a strong front, no matter the personal cost. But Emma's education was not confined to books and politics. She also had to master the art of resilience. The world she grew up in was harsh and unforgiving. Disease and war were ever-present threats, and even the noble families were not immune. Emma's own family faced numerous challenges, including threats to their power from rival dukes and even members of their extended family. These early struggles taught her the importance of endurance, a quality that would define her later years as queen. As Emma matured, the reality of her place in the world became clear. Her fate, like that of many noble women, would be tied to marriage. At the age of 15, she was sent across the sea to marry Ethelred the Unready, King of England. It was a union designed not out of love, but out of necessity, a political alliance meant to strengthen ties between Normandy and England. For Emma, this meant leaving behind the only home she had ever known and venturing into a foreign court, where she would face new dangers and challenges. The journey across the English Channel was more than just a physical voyage. It was the start of Emma's transformation from a Norman noblewoman into a key figure in English politics. Her upbringing had prepared her for the complexities of court life, but nothing could have fully equipped her for the turbulence of her new life as Queen of England. Emma's early years in England were marked by uncertainty and struggle. Ethelred's reign was fraught with challenges, not least of which was the constant threat of Viking invasions, a reminder of her own Norman roots. As queen, Emma was expected to produce heirs, secure the loyalty of the English nobility, and support her husband through these turbulent times. But Ethelred's court was a hostile environment, and Emma, a foreign queen, was often viewed with suspicion. She had to navigate the complexities of a divided kingdom, all while maintaining her own sense of identity and power. Yet through it all, Emma's early upbringing in the volatile court of Normandy had prepared her for these very moments. She was no stranger to the politics of survival. The lessons she had learned as a child about resilience, diplomacy, and the importance of alliances would serve her well in the years to come. In time, Emma would not only survive the challenges of her new life in England, but she would thrive, becoming a formidable political force in her own right. This was just the beginning of Queen Emma's remarkable journey. Her early life in Normandy, filled with trials and triumphs, set the stage for a legacy that would span 2 kingdoms and generations of rulers. As both a queen and a mother, she would shape the future of England and Normandy, securing her place in history as one of the most powerful women of the medieval era. And that wraps up the first chapter of Queen Emma's incredible story. We've just scratched the surface of her early life and upbringing in Normandy. This is only the beginning of our series on Emma of Normandy, so be sure to stick around for more. In the next episode, we'll dive into her challenging marriage to King Ethelred the Unready and explore how Emma navigated the tumultuous Viking raids that threatened her new kingdom. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss the next part of Emma's epic journey. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next epi.